Welcome, race fans. We are back here for round two tonight. We are with the Toys for Tots gang here. These guys trying to get your donations to help out the Toys for Tots. The last I knew, they had around $700 donated, and that will all be donated directly to the Toys for Tots. There is a link in the donation or in the description here if anybody would like to go make a donation directly to them. Right to the Toys for Tots Foundation. So, but I do have K.R. Stolfus in the booth. Gosh, I think it's been like, maybe this might be the second time you've ever been with me, K.R., I think.
I'm pretty sure that is the second time we've ever worked together. And as busy as we've all been around here, I can't tell you how excited I am to be a part of this Toys for Tots and get to work with you tonight. Well,
sorry about that, folks. I had a little blip there. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of excited about it too because I never get to work with you guys, you know. But we're ready to get these guys going here. We're about 5.5 minutes away from qualifying, and it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good race here. Boy, big field here tonight, KR. I think it's going to be almost a full field. I do believe we got 38 drivers in there right now.
Yeah, quite the extensive list of drivers as well. A lot of these guys are familiar with plate racing also, but we do have some drivers stepping over from the dirt side of iRacing to come and do this. So all walks of racing abilities are out here tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how everybody's going to do out here tonight because you know, we all know how super speedways can be. They can be good or they can be bad, and it's you know, we know if somebody happens to get caught up in the big one or something and they get damage on their car. The good news is they do have a couple of resets, so they will be able to get the car fixed up and get it back out there on the track. That is the good news. Bad news is they may wind up to be a lap down, or they could possibly be way off of the pace or something. Oh, we're up to $734 they've raised so far. Awesome! I just got the poke there from Cameron Coulby heading us up here. So thanks to Cameron. We hope to make him proud and put on a good show for him out here. And if this maybe turns out to be a good thing, maybe it'll be a yearly event for him or something. You know, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, it'd be exciting to be able to do this at Christmas time every year. Toys for Tots does a great job, you know, a great charity to be a part of, and here we are trying to get a great race in for a great cause.
Yes, sir. I like to see that. Well, we are in the day to night transition here, so we are going to be changing over to night here pretty soon. The light should be popping on any time now, and we'll be under the lights here as we get probably about green flag time. We're going to be pretty close to it, so it's going to be kind of cool to see how that goes. I did not look at the weather out here right now, but let's take a look and see what the weather is right now. Oh, track temperature 104 degrees. That'll probably drop.
Yeah, as the sun goes down, the track temp will drop down, and it will make for a little bit braver racing.
Right. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, everybody's going to have a car out there that's, because I know, you know, these cars do get a little tight after you get about 10 laps on the tires. They get a little tight, even on Daytona. You wouldn't think that it would bother it that much, but even though it's a super speedway, it does get tight in the corners, and that cooler temperature should help that condition a little. Not a whole lot, a little, because, you know, there's a lot of aero around those cars, that there'll be air will push, and guys are going to be probably pushing on each other out there for the win. All that can play a factor. All right, we're a couple of minutes away from the national anthem, folks, and just sit back, relax. KR and I will try to do the best here to give you all the heads up of everything that's going on the track as the night goes on. All right, folks, we're going to step away real quick. We'll be right back. We're going to play the national anthem for you, and KR and I will be right back here in just a minute with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we are back, and qualifying is underway as we speak. So, lots going on out here for right now to see who can bring home the top spot, top qualifying position, where everybody will start. Well, hold on. Okay, now as you were saying,
the lights have come on here at Daytona, and really makes these cars look sharp and look really cool.
Yeah, I like them. I think the night lighting just, I don't know, it's like altogether different, you know?
Yeah, it accents the cars in a way you don't always get to see, makes it very unique.
Yep. And you know, as much time as these guys put into their paint jobs, KR, I'm sure you're well aware of, you know, they put many hours into painting. Coulby, he does a lot of painting, and so he understands, you know, when you spend, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, whatever, painting a job out there, or painting a car up for somebody, or painting your own, and for it to not be highlighted, you know, and see it at its best under the lights, I think that really does make a big transition to it. So, ooh, Doyle Lawrence.
Yep, Doyle Lawrence on pole right now. Jerry Glenn sitting in second, and third place going to Larry Langford. And just like that, we're going to get a whole new second and third place. That'll be Eric Green and Jim Ott.
And two very good drivers. There you go. Daniel Falkingham taking over the top spot now. And old Mazzella in second. Morris in third. Lowrance gets bumped back to fourth place. And yes, that's how you say his name, Lowrance. I know Doyle from when I did the dirt stuff. And he said, no, it's not Lowrance, it's Lowrance. Okay.
I'll make sure to say Lowrance.
Yeah, that's the way he got to say his name. So, we got Thwaites, Hertzberg, I guess it is. Langford, Driggins, Dingman. Hey, Dingman in here. Good to see him. We got a lot of pretty fast guys in here. I'll tell you what, this is a pretty stacked field here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of fast cars out here, and qualifying really starting to wrap up. A lot of these drivers with some times in. Their qualifying is only going to be for 2 laps. It is a 10-minute long session, but you're going to get 2 laps. And the first minute and a half is you just getting up to speed.
Yeah, sure. I think they are going to try to squeeze in a driver's meeting here before in this 10-minute qualifying window. That's why Cameron said they were going to throw up a 10-minute window, and then it kind of give any last-minute guys that joined in a little bit late maybe a time to get out there and turn some laps. But yeah, I think they were going to try to throw a driver's meeting in here, but I do not know that 100%.
Well, right now the 5 of Roger Rios is out on track along with Eric Lee in the 08 of. Right now he is in 19th.
Yeah, unfortunately, these old IRTVO overlays only show the top 15. That's all I wanted on there back when I had them built. But, ooh, there's a nice looking paint job. Michael Brown. And it looks like we're going to have 38 drivers, it looks like, unless somebody opts out there at the very end. But 4 guys did not take a qualifying time so far. Jacob Sayers, he is on the track right now, and so is Michael Brown. But Tyler McWhirter and C.J. Gates they're not even entered on the track yet. Well, Falkingham, I talked to him before the race there, and he felt pretty confident about winning here tonight. But you know what we always say, KR, when you go to restrictor plates racing, it's anybody's shooting match out there. Everybody from first to the dead last has got a chance to win it. You know, it's just what do I want to say?
It's a crapshoot.
Yeah, it is pretty much a crapshoot. Yes.
You know, it could be a crapshoot, but you can also create your own luck here. And
Sure.
Being out front is a good place to be. Sometimes it's just really hard to get there.
Mm-hmm. Well, 36 qualifiers out of the 38 drivers. And this was a pay-to-enter room here, folks. And again, I wanted to remind you, they have collected, what did I say, $738?
34.
Or $34? $734. So if you want to make a donation, there is a link in the description there. You can click there, and it'll take you right to the Toys for Tots website where you can actually make the donation. I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Sure is. And if you do make that donation, let Cameron Coulby know over at Coulby's iPaints. He's wanting to keep track of it, so screenshot it and send it to him. He would appreciate that, and that way all of those donations, and because Cameron Coulby's the one putting this on, and we thank him for this great race we're going to have. But if you can do that donation and screenshot it and let him know that's happened, man, he'd appreciate it.
All right, couple minutes left in qualifying here. Well, folks, you can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Our website actually showcases our full schedule because we do broadcast 7 nights a week here at MaxSpeedTV. And like tonight, I double duty here tonight. I had the LORA race earlier, now doing the Toys for Tots here tonight. So hopefully KR is going to help me out a little bit in the voice area there, because I'm probably going to be losing my voice by the end of this thing, KR.
I got you back as much as you need me. But if you think about it, earlier today, I did help you for a brief moment in Laura.
Did? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very brief.
Yeah, it was very brief. I forgot about that.
So this would make our 3rd time working together. Accidents happen.
Yeah, no, it happens.
Anyway, so while they're going through their drivers meeting, a couple things to touch base on. We do have several teams who have formed out here tonight, and we're going to try and keep track of who's where and what, but you'll have to bear with us as this is a one-off deal. So getting a driver to the team that he is in is going to take a little bit of warming up to for us, but we do have some teams that we're going to see how well they'll work together and if they do at all.
Right. True. That's going to be the ticket. Still got guys joining in here, I do believe.
Yeah, it's amazing how many people are showing up for this.
Yep. Well, you know, if you think real hard, all it takes is some advertising out there. Put it on the forums, on Facebook, Twitter, you know, all those, that really does help a lot. All right, that'll wrap up qualifying. Let's get everybody on the grid here. We will run down through the starting grid for you. All right, starting on the pole, Daniel Falkingham with a 47.889. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Jonathan Mazzella, excuse me, will start on the outside of the front row in second. Edward Morris in third. Dylan Mirando in fourth. Doyle Lowrance in fifth. Eric Green starting sixth. Jim Ott seventh. Michael Waits in eighth place. Josh Stewart in ninth. And Stephen Herzberg in 10th. Yeah.
Starting in 11th will be Jerry Glenn in the 98. And next to him will be Larry Langford. Steve McMillan is 13th. 14th will be Eric Driggins. Ted Manning, who owns a league, who is broadcasted right here on MaxSpeedTV, he is in the 15th spot. 16th going to Mark Dingman. Brent Elmore will be 17th. 18th going to Eric Lee. Roger Rios Matias will be 20th. 21st, Jared Hagdorn. 22nd will be Matthew Stewart. Jacob Sayers in 23rd starting spot. 24th going to Brian Antonio. Ed Hewitt will be 25th. 26th going to Coy Pennington. Randy Post, who helps broadcast for me on Monday nights, will be starting 27th. Wayne White will be 28th. 29th going to Paul Montague. And Michael Brown will be starting in the 30th spot.
All right. Bobby Johnson 31st. Gregory Sager 32nd. Cameron Coulby starting way back in 33rd. One of the last few to take a qualifying time. Anthony Kieswetter in 34th. Michael Doyle 35th. Michael Sheridan in 36th. CJ Gates 37th. And Tyler McWhirter rounding out the field in 38th position.
Now, Rudy, I do want to point out real quick, pole position qualifying time, 47.888. The last qualifying time, a 48.162. About 0.3 of a difference.
Yep. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, that's you know, that's the difference between draft and not being able to draft. When you're out there qualifying alone, you're not getting any draft, you know. But when they're out there all practicing, they're all in that draft, and that's how much you're picking up, over 0.3 of a second. And 0.3 is a lot. I mean, you think about it. I mean, that's like about 6 or 7 car lengths, you know.
Yeah, it's a big deal. All it took was just maybe a little bit of a wiggle on the steering wheel.
Yep. Well, looks like all 38 of them have. Well, no, I take that back. Tyler McWhirter did not start the race.
I believe he's having some connection issues.
Oh.
He's trying to get it sorted out, but he didn't want to be out on track with that going down.
See. Yeah, that's not usually a very good idea to be out there when you're racing at 200 miles an hour. All right, here we go. we're about ready to kick this thing off. Pace car heads in. Daniel Falkingham gets the green flag, and we're underway. Everybody gets up to speed here. It'll take about pretty close to a full lap to get up to speed, doesn't it, KR?
Oh, yeah. A full lap here. And about the time they come out of turn number 4, those cars will be at full song.
Yep. All right, everybody getting settled in here. We're still too wide, quite a ways back. Jerry Glenn in 11th. These guys continue to try to sort things out a little bit here. That we'll probably see some single file here after a little bit. They'll get sorted out. Guys already getting separated a little bit. Eric Driggins back here in 14th position, and on his inside is Ted Manning. Coming around to lead the first lap of the race is Daniel Falkingham.
The 10 machine of Daniel leading that first lap by just about a half a car length. On his outside right now is the 7 of Ed Morris. Ed Morris is a driver for Apocalyptic Motorsports, and the 26 car of Jonathan Mazzella is right behind him. Mazzella is part of what team is he in? Give me just a second. Or he may not be in TeamSpeak.
He might not be. I didn't see him in here, but
I don't see him either. I thought I did, so I apologize. I thought maybe they were teammates.
And boy, I'll tell you what, these guys are putting it on him right now. Doyle Lowrance is tucked right up under the back bumper of Daniel Falkingham right now, doing a great job. It looked like he was going to have the pole there for a while, but Daniel took the pole away from him there after a little bit.
Yeah, he laid down a great qualifying lap, and it has allowed him to be out front here for these 2 laps that he has led.
Yes, sir. Back in the pack here, Eric Green started 6th place, has fallen back to 13th right now. Some guys like to fall back a little bit, KR. They don't want to be right up there in the hubbub this early in the race. You know, I mean, it's not something that is desirable by some drivers. They like to kind of take their time, maybe fall to the back, kind of ride it out, get into that buffer zone, as I call it, and give themselves plenty of room in case something happens up there in the front. They got plenty of time to check up.
Yeah, and even in this situation where you are all the way at the back of us, I'm looking right now at the 38 of Michael Brown. He is kind of in the back right here. He's running 27th, but the cars are still kind of single file, so if something happens in front of him, he still may not have enough time to react and be one of those drivers that piles into this situation unfolding in front of him.
Right. Because when you take when you ride along with them here, let me find the camera here real quick for you guys. You're riding along with them. Sometimes it's very difficult to see around that car in front of you to be able to see if there is something going on. And if you're right underneath them, right behind them, just like they are right there, you can't see what's going on up in front. So it's so easily to get caught up, you know, in something up there and not even know it, just be caught by surprise. So. But boy, so far, great racing out here. Man, they're doing a great job. Back up front, still too wide. They haven't got it sorted out yet, KR.
Oh, now they're trying to go 3 wide as the 27 was looking to the inside of the 26. But he decided against it, going to stay tucked in. But that 27 machine looking like he'd like to make some moves here, and DJ Morano trying to make something happen here.
Yes, sir. Doing a great job of it, too. Josh Stewart, 7th place for him, picking up a couple of positions. And, boy, I'll tell you couldn't get a whole lot closer to Jim Ott than he was right there going into the corner. These guys are really staying nose to tail right now into the draft.
They're all playing it very safe right here. Also, a lot of give and take by these guys trying to get through this 100-lap event. We are now on lap 7. And as you can see, they're just kind of riding around. No one's really forcing the issue. They are getting close to each other, but no one's stuck their nose somewhere it doesn't belong yet.
Yeah, and that's what it takes. It takes patience. You know, you got to just be patient with them. As the race goes on, you'll start seeing guys maybe take a few more chances than they normally would. And it's okay then, you know. But right now, you just need to ride, get some of these laps chewed down. And once we get inside that, like the final 20 laps, then hook up with a partner, go to the front, race it up. Oh, the 87 on that apron. And man, I'll tell you what, he almost did not save that. I'm trying to even catch up with him. I can't even catch up to him.
That's Stephen McMillan in the 87.
Man, I couldn't even catch up to him. He was dropping so quick. He goes all the way back to 32nd and still dropping. I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a save. That's something you never want to get on that apron there in the corners, but more especially, I think, in the tri-oval, KR. I think it really disrupts that car. It just unloads the back tires.
Yeah, you don't want to get on the apron through the tri-oval or in the corners. The corners really will mess you up in a hurry, but the apron kind of entices you because the banking is not nearly as much through the tri-oval as it is through the corner. And but regardless, either way, when you hit it, you know you've messed up. Yes, sir. Jamot up on the high side here, looking for a little help from the number 7 there of Ed Morris. So he's Jamot's decided to go to the high side. Oh, we got some bumping and banging. The number 8's going around. Big crash. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can get caught up with them in time here. Oh my, we still got crashing back here too. That was Matt Schaefer. Let's go back and take a look at this, folks. Randy Post in the 54 getting a piece of it as well. Not something we like to see this early in the race. I mean, we're only 10 laps into it, but let's see what happened here to Matt Schaefer. I'm going to guess and say, I'm just taking an uneducated guess here, could have caught the apron. When you do that, it really gets, oh, right there, yep. Oh my, did he ever. I don't know why that thing jumped ahead like that, but once he caught the apron, the car got all out of shape. He got tagged from behind. That's going to put him up the hill here, folks. And more cars going to get collected into it. Eric Green lucked out. He ghosted right through them. Oh, yeah, a bunch of cars got into it. But the good news is they do have 2 resets in here tonight, folks. So this should keep everybody in the race. Yeah, he's on pit road already. It looks like he had to tow to pit road. Wow. Tough break for Matt Schaefer. The 8 machine of Matt Schaefer was crawling so slowly, he almost made it to a pit stall. But at the last second, he is going to end up probably having to take a tow here. Or I'm sorry, the 9 of Ted Manning. That's what I'm looking at, the 9 machine. I thought it was an 8 for a brief second. Well, Matt Schaefer actually made it off pit road. He towed the pit road, made it off pit road before the pace car even got there. Wow, what a job. That's a quick one there. I don't think I ever remember seeing one that quick. He must have came right to pit road immediately. But yeah, Ted Manning not so lucky. So Matt Schaefer keeps himself on the tail end of the lead lap by doing that. So, well, I wonder if we could get. Is he in here? Let's see if we. Yeah. Yes, he is. Yeah, let's grab him and let's talk to him here. Got him, Matt Schaefer. Matt,
you got.
This is Rudy and go ahead.
Matt Schaefer, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Matt, tell us what happened there, Matt.
Oh no, we were making up some ground there. I was up about 10th, and we just accordion there, and I had to check up, and when I checked up, I got hit from behind, turned sideways.
Well, that's what we were kind of looking at. It looked like you might have caught the apron a little bit. Just that yellow line just can be so treacherous, you know. But if you checked up and kind of, you know, you might have subconsciously caught it and not even aware that you did, but you just barely caught the edge of it. And then, yeah, when you checked up, yeah, you did get hit. Well, you've used a reset now. Not something you want to do on lap 10, is it?
No, not at all. Not this early in the race, but still glad to be a part of it.
Well, I think everybody's glad to have you in here, Matt. Don't sell yourself short. It's a long race, and you got a long ways to go. You still got another reset after this. You've saved the car, kept yourself on the lead lap too. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was really close. The pace car was coming there, and I was pushing to get out of the pits, but trying not to get a penalty on the same.
Yep, very good. All right, well, good luck out there for the rest of the race, Matt. We'll catch you. Hopefully, we'll catch you later on, maybe up on the podium.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, a lot of guys did not come to pit road. They are about the top 13 drivers all stayed out. Top 13 or 14 there. They stayed
lap
out.
12 of a 200 lap event. A little early for a pit stop. You don't need tires here at Daytona, and or the fuel load. Everyone's trying to make it as far as they can on their fuel and maybe limit the number of stops they have to make.
Yep. Did you say 200 laps?
Who knows what I say, Rudy?
I think you did. I know what you meant. 100 laps.
100 laps, 250 mile event.
Yeah. But it's not something that, it's not something that you want to see anybody have to use one of the resets on, lap 10. I mean, we still got a long race to go, and hopefully Matt can keep his car clean the rest of the race. It's always kind of I kind of take pride in it myself as a driver, whenever I get the race, is to try to finish that race and see how many resets you got left yet. If you start with 2, let's see if you can finish with 2. We'll get them going.
Using a reset's never an enjoyable experience.
Nope. Get them going, brother.
Green flag, green flag.
All right,
I'll tell you, he jumped right out ahead.
All right, so field forming up here.
What do you mean?
Machine.
You're on replay.
Oh, thanks.
I can tell right off the get-go.
Yeah, I was on replay. Whew.
Well, 2 drivers take up behind the wall, Paul Montague and Ted Manning. And Cameron Coulby sitting on pit road. That's not good.
A lot of drivers got caught up in that and, maybe didn't have the fast repair checked.
Could be. Or he's off pit road now. He's rolling out. It could have been some admin duties he had to take care of, but he's going to get lapped here because these guys are coming around here with a full head of steam. And they will go by Cameron here in just a minute. He's just ahead of him here coming out of turn 2. And they have to use that all the way down on the apron, all the way to the back stretcher. You'll see a blue commitment cone. Now he can come back up onto the track. But now's not the time that he wants to do that because there's all these guys coming at him at 200 mile an hour.
Yeah, he's letting them by. He's going to ease up carefully here. Now he's back on the track. And he wants to try and blend in, but so far he doesn't have anyone to work with him as he almost got sliced by the 38.
Now, once he gets up to speed here, though, he'll be able to blend in, but he's going to be way back. All right, he should be pretty much up to speed now where he can blend in with these guys. Everybody's pretty much caught back up, but he will go a lap down. So does Eric Green. Eric Green also a lap down as he's just now coming off of pit road. So late pit stop for him. Could have been a speeding penalty. Seen that before. You get them speeding penalties on pit road, and it's so easy to do, I mean, you just go a couple of mile an hour over, and they ding you.
It hurts, especially when the green flag is out.
Yeah. Well, coming up on Corey Pennington. Corey going to go a lap down, too, so that's going to make 3 of them a lap down. Everybody gets by safely. They're all single file here, all the way back to Jonathan Mazzilla. Whenever I say that name, I always think of What am I thinking of? Mozilla. The FTP program. Wowzilla. That's what I'm thinking of.
There you go.
Steven Hertzberg. Having a good run here. These guys are really getting separated out now, all the way back here to Wayne White now in this other group. Now these guys are what I always like to say, in that buffer zone. They've got plenty of time to check up if something happens up in the front. But these guys have been to pit road. Those guys up in the front have not been to pit road yet.
So we're going to see a little bit different fuel strategy here.
Yep.
Because of this, these guys are going to be able to go about 6 to 7 laps longer under a green flag pit stop situation. Or I'm sorry, probably more than that. About 10 to...
Yeah, about 10.
About 10 laps. And that could be a big difference. The caution could come out in that amount of time due to any number of reasons. So spreading out this pit stop cycle, the green flag cycle, if you will, isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, thank you, Ken. There it is, Mozilla Firefox. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. I knew somebody'd come up with that answer for me. All right, Ed Morris into 5th. And Jim Ott's back in 7th again. Let's go way back in the field because we've got a whole nother group back here led by Michael Waite. He's got Randy Post, Ed Hewitt, and Roger Matthias. Is that how you say that?
I have a friend, and he has a name with Matias, and he says it's Matthias.
Matthias? Okay. Is that like, what I want to say, Mexican or Spanish, or what do you call it? What do you call that?
I will go with South American.
Okay, South American. All right.
He's from Venezuela.
Okay. Oh yeah, South American. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But Roger here, Roger Rios Matias, I have no idea where he's from.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I'm just gonna kind of say that he probably is. Let's see if it gives it. No, he's from Florida. Yeah, he's from Florida. He's in the Florida iRacing Club. So whether that's where he's originally from or not, I don't know. But he's hooked up here with Ed Hewitt. Looks like these guys stayed out. They're saving them resets. They did not opt to use their reset, one of the resets on that pit stop. So, and I don't know if that was a good call or not because they're falling fast here. 14 seconds, and we got another yellow. And
caution is out. It looks like the 18 of Wayne White
and BJ Antonio. Wayne White. I got BJ Antonio.
Well, Wayne White was spinning through the infield on the front stretch.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he's the one that caused it then, and Brian Antonio just got caught up in it. Let's see what happened here. You saying it was Wayne White? Let me find Wayne here. Yeah, he's right in this same group. And it looks like Brian Antonio come down into him. Oh my, yeah. Well, let's go look at this from a different angle here because it looks like Antonio may have come right down the hill into him. I'm riding along here. Oh man, did he ever? Brian Antonio just come way down the hill at him. Wow, I don't know if he did not see that he was there or what happened. Wayne White is okay here, but he's probably going to get tagged again. Oh yeah, he got hit hard. The 712. Trying to figure out who that is here. Give me a minute. That is Gregory Sager. The got in. I mean, he did hit him hard. Yeah, and Gregory's smoking like crazy now, so. All right, back up here, and let's see if the leaders are going to bring him to pit road. Well, they can only get about 40 laps on a tank of fuel here, so, and they're at probably a half a tank right now. The tires are showing signs of wear.
A pit stop now isn't a bad idea, but don't forget, we've already had guys that have made a pit stop on that first caution, so they may stay out and get track position here.
And that's exactly what a couple of them did there. Mike Brown and Jim Ott missed his pit stall, drove through. Randy Post drives by, so Daniel Falkingham is going to come back out on the track, but he is going to be in 4th place. Yeah, Jim Ott missed his pit stall. So we'll see if Michael Brown comes to pit road or not here, but now, yeah, he pitted earlier. But Jim Ott and Randy Post still have not pitted yet. So they may be kind of banking on a... okay, Jim Ott's the leader? I guess Jim Ott's the leader. I don't know. I guess they're still trying to sort it out here.
Yeah, I don't know. Jim might have. He's passed cars on the apron here as I back this up to watch what's going on. So I'm not sure exactly what he has happening here.
All right, Michael Brown, you got a copy. Michael Brown, do you have a copy?
Man, I can't hear you guys over the in-game.
Wow. You turn them engine sounds down then.
I turned them way down. I guess not far enough. Well, it's just TeamSpeak. I can hear everybody else in-game chat fine, but like I just didn't have enough time to set this TeamSpeak thing up.
Okay. Well, can you hear me a little bit enough for a quick interview? You're not going to be able to hear me.
Probably not really well.
All right. Well, I wonder who we can get down here then. Find somebody here. Where's Josh Stewart? I seen him in here. There he is. And he's got his mic muted. Wow. Really? Well, I guess we ain't going to get an interview in tonight.
Oh, what about Randy Post? We'll get him.
Go for it.
He's always a good interview.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. I got it. Randy Post, this is KR and Rudy up in the broadcast booth. You got your ears on?
Yes, sir, I do.
That 54 machine looking pretty straight. Do you have to use a fast repair already?
No, I banged it out a little bit and we're good to go.
All right, man. Well, we saw you got caught up in that first one. This second caution, how's it playing into your favor right now?
Well, I was way behind, so now this kind of catches me back up. I just stopped for 4 tires and fuel just to kind of get towards the back so I can avoid some more mess because we still got like 76 laps to go.
Yeah, quite a few laps left in this thing. So that 54 machine, nice blue coloring you got there. Did you do the paint yourself?
I did, actually. I did mine, the 411, and I think the 9 his number is. They're all identical, just different colors.
Good job.
You're out here racing tonight with DUI Racing and a few extras. What's your team plans here? Any team orders?
Win.
Good team order. I like it.
Yeah, that's it. Just
right.
We're just out here to have fun, give back to the community. I mean, I think they had 40 people sign up, and last I heard it was $734 raised. So we're just out here to give back to the community. I think this is an awesome thing to do.
All right, Randy. Well, that 54 machine, as I said, got caught up in that first accident. Looking nice and straight right now. So good luck to you as the lights are out on the pace car.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Randy Post. See, I knew we could get an interview in.
Yeah, good interview too.
Randy helps me out on Monday nights, so always a pleasure to get to watch him race. I give him a hard time about his driving, but I expect to see this car if it's running, if it hasn't been taken out. I'd be watching for it near the top at the end of this thing.
Right. Well, front row, Michael Brown and Daniel Falkingham. Now, Falkingham was on pit road, but Michael Brown has not been to pit road. Well, he was on the first caution, but not this caution. He stayed out. So he's going to have, what, about 6 or 7 lap older tires maybe than these guys, which really isn't much, and fuel not that much difference either, so it really shouldn't make a difference.
No, it's going to be interesting because that 38, as you mentioned, has not made his pit stop yet like everyone else did. He is the only one on this pit stop cycle other than the 5 of Roger Rios Matias, but pace car getting ready to peel off. We're going to go back to green flag racing here as Michael Brown and Daniel Falkingham. Now they get onto the throttle. They're going to launch those cup cars down the straightaway and send it off into turn number 1. Looking like a very even start right here. No one got a clear advantage. So, you know, that 10 machine of Daniel Falkingham did a good job of anticipating the start.
Yes, he did. Very good. Everybody's pretty much kind of staying even here for right now, and they're tight all the way back. I mean, clear back to the field. The last one, Eric Lee, I think. Eric Lee. He is running about 3.9 seconds behind the leader right now, but just trying to hang on to the tail end of the lead lap here with Matthew Stewart. So, but Michael Brown showing the way. Doyle Lowrance to the front for the first time today will lead that lap.
The new lap leader. We've had a couple of lead changes. Doyle Lowrance making the 3rd leader we have had in tonight's race.
Guy that's led the most laps so far, Daniel Falkingham. I don't know if they get any money for leading the most laps or anything like that, but there is some prize money on the line. I don't know exactly everything. I was not informed of any prize monies or paints or anything that was promised out there, but Michael Brown back in front now. Doyle got out there and led a lap and backs it off a little.
Oh, they're wiggling on that inside lane, that first 4 cars in that inside lane.
Yeah.
Starting to move back and forth, and when you start seeing them snake like that, that's when trouble starts happening.
Sure does, yeah. Yeah, Ed Morris, I was just watching him there. Now he drifts up to the high side, going to come up in front of Doyle. He wants to lead a lap. Everybody wants that front spot. And you know what? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yes, that's getting tight.
Yes, it was. Just a little bit
with
too
a
much.
good shunt by the 27 to the 44.
Yep, and yeah, well, Driggins got so tight right there, he almost washed up the hill into the side of Doyle Lowrance. And out to the front, Edward Morris. Nice push there by Doyle. Here comes the number 46 into the picture, or I'm sorry, the number 15 there, Bobby Johnson. That's our very own MaxSpeedTV, Bobby Johnson.
Bobby sitting in that 15 machine, not apparently only broadcasting or commentating, but also having some seat time here behind a race car.
And these cars are all over the place. That 44 are not able to hold a line very good. But yeah, that is very cool to see Bobby out there running this good. That's coming from 31st position to 8th, folks. I'll make that 7th. And he's not done yet. And Doyle Lowrance to the front. Him and Daniel Falkingham retaking the lead. They did it as a team. I'm not sure if they're actual team members or if they're just working together tonight, but because they're actually in 2 different channels in TeamSpeak, so I would say they're probably not teammates, but they're Doyle does not have a team, and Daniel's on the team Steady. Is that how you say that?
CD.
Yeah. Okay. Team CD. Very good. Edward Moore's getting shuffled back to 4th on the high side. Not getting the help up there that he actually needs. Driggins trying, but he's got to get a little tighter to that back bumper, and he needs a little more help there from the 27 of Dylan Mirando. Coming up on some lap traffic. They're about to go 3 wide. You can see just how much faster these guys are in the draft than this lap car they're passing here, the 08. And I'm trying to catch up to who that is. That is Eric Lee. Yeah, boy, he got out of it really quick, didn't he? Man. But he'll blend in here and join in with them guys. Larry Langford, 57. Now, he's been inside the top 10 since the drop of the first green flag and has been able to hold on to it pretty well up here in the front. .44 there. Eric Driggins drops it down in front of him, gets back in line. Jacob Sayers, Jonathan Mazzilla started second today, running back in 10th. So he definitely got shuffled back.
Losing a few spots here at Daytona doesn't really hurt you too much. You know, all you need is just a few laps and a really good solid run, and you can be back inside that top 5.
Well, folks, don't forget that if you can dig up a little pocket change there, make a donation to the Toys for Tots. There's a link in the description. Please go donate. It's for a good cause. Everybody knows Toys for Tots is an excellent cause. Give some poor little boy or girl out there a nice Christmas this year. That money will be definitely well used for, more than likely for Christmas, I would assume, because it is getting close to Christmas here. But yeah, give some poor little boy or girl a nice Christmas this year. So dig deep in them pockets and go make a donation. Bobby Johnson to the outside, and he's doing it all by himself. Nobody's going up there.
Yeah, he's all alone. He's got room to come down.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
I say that, but now he doesn't.
He's going to get freight trained on the bottom now.
Yeah, he's going to get freight trained by a lot of cars here as they're closing up very quickly on him. Yeah, Bobby Johnson all by himself, and no one is going to make a move to go up to the high side here. A lot of cars right now, single file, right along that yellow line.
I mean, he is dropping like a rock here. Back to 10th. Not done yet. Josh Stewart going to get by him. Jerry Glenn coming up next on the inside, so he'll have to fall in behind Jerry Glenn, I think, KR. Yep, there
and the
he
sooner
goes.
he can do it, the better it is, and he's going to tuck in right there. Sure. But our leader, Doyle Lawrence, in the 23 machine, has got the 10 of Daniel Falkingham all over his backside. I thought Daniel was going to make a move coming up off the corner, but in the end, he just stayed tucked in right behind that 23.
Well, now you're going to see somebody with patience right there, Daniel Falkingham. I know him from, you know, another league that he runs in. That guy has a lot of patience, and something like this here, super speedway racing, does take an absolute unscathed amount of patience. You know, just no other way around it. You got to have patience, because you know that it's so hard to pass. If you go into that outside by yourself, you're just going to get freight trained, as we just seen Bobby Johnson go from battling for 4th clear back to 11th. That happens. And, you know, so being patient, finding the right person to work with, and maybe those two will be a match made in heaven right there, Doyle Lawrence and Daniel Falkingham. We're still going to have another pit stop to go through yet, folks. I think they can make it a one more pit stop. So we're going to see these guys probably go, let's see, probably to about lap 55. That sound about right? 55, maybe 60. And well, they would have to go to lap 60 in order to make it a one more pit stop.
We're getting close to those kind of decisions where you can start thinking about, do I need to save fuel? Can I stretch this? What do I need to do on this situation? Because we have had 2 cautions, and they happen pretty quick in a row with each other. But after that, we had a good 12, 13 lap green flag run to start the race. And now we've been in another 12 to 13 lap green flag run since our second caution. Though the drivers maybe have a feel of this could go green the rest of the way.
Of Driggins and let's see, Driggins and Mirando up on the high side, and they got a pretty good run up there going by themselves. A little side draft going on there by Mirando. They did pretty good with just two of them. Usually you don't see cars do that well just with two of you versus a bunch on the bottom, but they are pretty well split up on the bottom. They're not really nose to tail, so they're not like, you know, reaching the speeds that I think they should probably be reaching. Because if you get down here on the number 38 here, Michael Brown, watch his speed down the backstretch here. If they were in a good tight draft, we would see 203. I'm sorry, front stretch. We'd see like 203, 202, 203, but we're not seeing that right now. Barely topping 202. So now they're tightening up.
Yeah. Part of that is, you know, like I was saying, they're wanting to get some air, have some patience. We've still got a long way to go. Right now, we're only on lap 39 of 100. So pushing for all your worth right now isn't going to gain you a whole lot but a blown motor.
Man, I'm telling you what, Dylan Mirando, he put it down in right down in behind Larry Langford. I'm telling you, you couldn't have put a piece of paper between the front of his car and the back of Larry Langford's car. Man, you talk about knowing where the proximity of the front of that car is and the back of the other one is. That's a lot of experience right there to know that.
So our front group has pulled away by about 5 seconds over our second group, and the leader of our second group is the 87 of Stephen McMillan, and he is leading the charge here of these guys. They've all gotten single file, and they're trying to do what they can to catch up to this lead pack.
Well, they're in a safe zone right now, you know, just in case something does happen up front, they can check up. But yeah, you don't want to get too far back, and they keep losing time here. With that big of a pack, KR, they should be able to reel in that front pack if they really wanted to.
Yeah, it would take all of them just kind of working together, running consistent lines, and being very predictable, so that allows the person behind you to be able to push and solidly push you all the way down the straightaway.
Did you happen to check out that Ed Hewitt mobile?
I did.
And that sweet looking ride right there?
Yeah, that 30 machine doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, Toys for Tot on the hood, MaxSpeedTV, Toys for Tot on the trunk lid. He's even got Christmas lights on that. Look at that. He's ready for Christmas.
That's
Heck
pretty
yeah.
sweet.
Sweet ride. Good job, Ed.
He worked hard today painting cars, and I do use the word cars because according to you, he painted the wrong one.
He did. He painted that up at the last minute.
Still looks good. That 30 machine looking nice and sharp, nice and straight right here. Looking at his back bumper, don't see a whole lot of damage on it. And the front bumpers, we got someone smoking.
Oh, Josh Stewart. What happened to Josh? It looks like he might have dropped out. Uh-oh. That ain't good. That's not good. Well, the tail end of that group here now is starting to get separated out. Michael Thwaites has lost the draft, and so has Jared Hagedorn. Now, Jared has some damage on the right front corner of that car. And he's going to be falling back and picking up these guys back here.
So I backed this up a little bit and saw what happened to the 34 Josh Stewart. He's racing with the 98. I'm trying to find who the driver of the 98 is. But they make contact coming off the corner, and Stewart is then going to hit the 2.
Oh, no. Oh, and there goes the 2 again. What is going on with the 2? He got up into the 16 there of Michael Doyle. And we got cars spinning everywhere back there. What's going on? Eric Green off the track. No caution, though.
Spinning down below the yellow line will not bring out a caution. And that's what happened to Josh Stewart. he went spinning down below the yellow line.
Dang, I'm telling you. Well, that's pretty much going to put Eric Green out of it. Unless he uses a reset. He may use a reset and get back in it here. But, you know, it's one of them deals, you know, if it's something like that's going to happen, you hope that it's early enough in the race, because then you'll have time to recuperate from that, you know, a good way to come back at it. But if you don't, if it happens later in the race, it's too hard to come back from, because like you said, we may see this stay green the rest of the way. The way it's shaping up
possibly could.
The way it's shaping up right now, it could. Randy Post. In that car we were just talking about here a little while ago as we talked to him. Passing here, a little bit of passing going on. Michael Doyle getting around Ed Hewitt. Ahead of them, Michael Sheridan. Michael started almost dead last, 36th place, and he's running in 17th. Brent Elmore. Now there's one that he's actually fallen back about 5 positions since the start of the race. They're saying the number 2 is DUI. Jared Hagedorn. Yep. He could be DUI. You know, I don't think it's illegal to drive DUI in iRacing, is it? They are. If that's the case.
Yeah. Listen, there's some things I do know, and I know that no one has ever tried to give me a breathalyzer test while I was doing iRacing.
True. And I'm sure you probably would have failed a few of them, wouldn't you?
Listen, we're not going to get into what that means, but I need to go step away for a moment.
I know what that means.
But, I got a tickle in my throat.
Yeah, it's getting a little dry, is it?
Yeah, it's a little dry.
Okay. Well, you need a beverage here to sweeten it up a little. All right, Eric Driggins falling back. He falls, man, he had really dropped back. We got more guys here dropping back. A lot of them. Maybe some checking up there and some close calls by some of these guys. I put Roger Matthias in 13th. And again, like I said, folks, these guys they've probably got to go about another 12 laps in order to make it on one more pit stop. It's probably it's gonna be kind of close for them to make it that far, but they should be okay. If they pitted on about lap 20, if they go to lap 60, that'll put them right in the window to make it the rest of the way. But it's gonna put them on the edge, so they might want to maybe try to push it one extra lap just for a little added insurance. Michael Brown, which led 4 laps earlier, in 3rd position. Those 3 up front plus Edward Morris back in 30th, which actually led a lap 2. He is 30th place, but he is a lap down. He is the first car lap down. So if a caution did come out, he would get the wave by, as long as he wasn't involved in the crash. At the 08, just ahead of him, Eric Lee. He blended in there after going a lap down. A lot of these guys are still out here running really well. That group that we were talking about back there quite a while ago that were about the 6-second mark now are 11. How about let's try 12 seconds back? So they've doubled that distance back behind the leaders right now. So they're coming up on Eric Driggins. He's going to have to join in with these guys, blend in with them. They're going to get a good run, go around him on the outside, looks like. He'll blend
I got
in.
trouble. The 26 spinning like a top.
26, huh? Trying to find the 26.
Me too.
There he is.
Jonathan Mazzella.
Yep. Well, let's go see what happened here. Now they're 3 wide up here. They were clearing some lap traffic. Still okay here. Oh, right. Oh, man, what happened there? The 27 come down the hill. And that was a quick dart. And the 57, looks like the 57 tried to follow him down the hill. That's exactly what happened. Let's go to a different shot here. That was Larry Langford. And it was like he was just following him down the hill. And I've been there. I've seen that. And I've done that myself. You know, you're following a guy so intently. And, yep, you just kind of follow him down the hill thinking you're not even looking to see if you're clear. But what a ride the 26 went for there, Jonathan Mazzella. I'm telling you, that car is really tore up now, boy. I'll tell you, he's smoking pretty bad. But he can go to pit road and get it fixed up and get it back out there. So let's see if he does that. Well, now we're still not at that window, KR, where they can make it from here on to the end.
Yeah, they're going to... it's a tough call right here. I think I'm going to hit pit road just because I've been out there so long, I got no other choice.
Right.
A lot of these guys were past the halfway mark on their fuel level. We're going to hit pit road. They might see one more pit stop here tonight. But if the cautions played out to where, I hate to say it, where you had just enough, this could be the last stop.
I don't think they can make it from here because you can only get about 40 laps. I've seen the leader try to make it on the 41st lap and run out. So, because he's the leader, you know, he's the one that's using the most fuel out front. Sometimes in the draft, you might be able to get that 41st lap in, but don't try to make it the 42nd lap. These cars are really horrible on fuel. The Falkingham out first, so maybe we can get a word. Let's see if we can get a word in with Daniel. I didn't get to talk to him earlier, so I'm sure he'll be chomping at the bit to get him into the booth here. Oh, Daniel Falkingham, you got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Rudy?
Well, you've been riding behind Doyle there for quite a while. Now, you guys are not teammates because you're in 2 different channels in here, but obviously you're in some type of communication out there on the track. Are you working together?
Yes, we are. I actually didn't even know he's in TeamSpeak. I just jumped into a random channel and just found another group of guys. I didn't know he was in TeamSpeak, but yeah, me and him have pretty much, ever since the green flag dropped, pretty much just me and him pretty much been nose to tail. So we pretty much are working together. We've been making pit calls and stuff, and now we're lining up 1-2 once again. So right now it's going good for both of us.
Well, do you want him in the channel with you?
I think we can still communicate. Even though we're not in TeamSpeak, I think to me it's gonna be better off so we can like chat in private and stuff. So
okay.
But yeah, I think me and him, our communication is pretty good so far. So I want to keep it going.
All right. Well, you said you might have had the winning car out here tonight. Do you still feel that way? Are you still feeling pretty confident?
Absolutely, pretty much. The key is with how hard it is. I mean, we saw earlier, if you can get a good outside lane going, if you can get enough cars to build a draft in one lane, you can really fly, and that's how me and Doyle managed to get 1 and 2 again. But it's pretty hard when you don't got a lot of help. So I really see staying up here is key. So I think that's why I've kept it up here, and I got a good shot to win this race. But I'm looking at the laps and the fuel, we still got 1 more pit stop to go. So I think it can happen. We're just over halfway. Yeah,
you can only get about what 40 laps on a tank of fuel.
Yeah, somewhat between 35 and 40.
Okay, but well now. What do you think about this Toys for Tots thing here, taking up a collection? I know it cost you guys to get in the race here tonight, but taking up a collection, and it's for a good cause, Toys for Tots. What are you thinking about that?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot to be able to do something like this. I want to thank Cameron Coulby for putting on this event. I was in the race last year, and I'm in the race again this year. It's all for a good cause. I'm glad we're doing something. We're accomplishing a good goal. I mean, no matter if we win the race or not. I mean, get a cool trophy or a plaque, whatever it is. I mean, but still, we're all racing for one thing, and that is to make kids' Christmases a lot better. So we're making one goal right now. We're accomplishing that right now. Now, let's see if we can end this on a good note.
Yeah, $734 they had collected just pre-race. Now, I don't know if there's been any more donations made since we've been live here. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. So, all right, well, Daniel, we're going to let you go. Keep working good with your teammate there. Things are looking good for you, so keep up the good work.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
All right, keep digging, brother. All right, so Falkingham, Lowrance, Mirando, Sayers, and Bobby Johnson. That's your top 5. McMillan, Sheridan, Glenn, Brown, and Ed Hewitt. That is your top 10. So, man, it's and we're still left with 33 drivers in the race. 33 out of 38 that started.
And Tyler McWarherder will be 38, 37th going to Ted Manning, 36, Paul Montague, and 35th going to Brian Antonio. 34th will go to Josh Stewart.
Yeah, that's a shame about Josh having connection problems or whatever the deal was there. Not sure, but well, you said he got tangled up with somebody. So
yeah, Josh Stewart crashed out. Yep. Tyler McWhorter, he was the one with connection issues. He didn't even get to turn a lap here tonight.
Yeah. Yep. Well, the lights are out. And we all know what that means. It's time for green flag racing again. You're going to be restarting on lap 56. They will have to make one more pit stop, whether it's just a splash of gas and get off a pit road as quick as you can. Some may maybe try to opt to take 2 tires. We don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. We might see somebody try short pitting it here. Maybe get about 6 or 7 laps under their belt. Make a short pit. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that plan.
Nope.
As long as you got a couple people going with you.
Yep. Pace car's in, and there goes Daniel Falkingham. Well, if you think about that, because see, okay, if you short pitted it, and then a caution comes out, all right, well, you've already made your pit stop. Everybody else has got to come to pit road. So guess who's going to be the leader?
Sure, you're banking on a caution, especially if you're by yourself. You got to get that caution before you go a lap down.
Oh yeah, but I would definitely come with somebody. I wouldn't come alone. All right, to the high side, Dylan Mirando, and for a moment there, it looked like he was going to go up there by himself, and nobody was going to go with him, and there was still an opening that he dove it back down in front of Doyle Lowrance, and holds on to that second place.
Bobby Johnson sitting in 4th place in that 15 machine. So he's got a good recovery. We saw him lose a lot of spots earlier, but here he is now back up inside the top 5. And Jacob Sayers in the 39 machine sitting right behind him.
And they're still too wide trying to get it sorted out. Behind him, one well below the line. Oh, that's the number 5.
That's the 5 of Roger Rios Matias.
And he saves it coming back up onto the track. Well, that's something you just don't want to do right there, I'm telling you. You've got to pick and choose where you come back up onto the track. And he's going to come over right in front of the 42, and the 42 says, well, wait a minute, I had a run on you. I'm going to go around you now. Thank you very much. Eric Driggin's going with him. And back behind those, Mark Dingman. Mark's been just kind of quietly running mid-pack here today. Michael Dole and C.J. Gates. The Falkingham, pretty confident voice coming out of Daniel's mouth there, wasn't it? Thinks he's got the win sewed up.
Yeah, I don't know if he thinks he's got the win sewed up, but pretending that he does. He did an excellent job at it. And a lot of times, psyching yourself up for that is all that it really takes. It makes you maybe make that aggressive move and to have the confidence in yourself to pull it off.
Well, you know, at this point in the race right here, I never really wanted to be the leader. you know, because you sit there for this whole time, and you might have led 99 laps. But guess what? That last lap, everybody wants that top position, and they are going to get it. You're just a sitting duck out there. They're going to go right around you on the outside and blow right by you. So I just dreaded sitting there for 99 laps and leading all them laps only for the win to be taken away from you on the last lap, you know?
Yeah, that is a little bit disheartening, especially when you have the lead coming off at turn number 4, and then all of a sudden you don't win the race.
Yep. Hertzberg getting a little help there from Ed Hewitt. And Ed looks like he still did not...
Oh, big contact.
Oh. We got a caution.
Back in the pack, 54's involved.
DJ
the 3
Gate
machine got a piece of it.
Well, let's go see what happened. See what happened here to CJ Gates, which actually spinning on the backstretch or somewhere here. See what happens. 16 a little loose on the entry to the corner there. Did catch the apron. I'll tell you, some of these cars look like they're just like racing on the edge right here. Oh, he come right up into him. Yeah. The 16. That was Michael Doyle washed straight up the hill into CJ Gates. The 2 in the DUI there, he's going to get by it. But, oh, some of these guys are not going to be so lucky. Oh, my gosh. The 115 almost ghosted through that, but he's going to get major damage. Yep, a lot of these guys are going to get damaged. They kind of like accordioned. So there's your caution now that we were talking about. Now, if the guys pit now, they can. Everybody can make it the rest of the way from here. What do? You
pit?
Absolutely, I would. I was Folkingham. I'd bring them all down pit road, hop off the fuel. I might even opt to maybe doing a 2-tire change. Only cost you like another second, you know. They're not going to need much fuel.
I don't know if I'd do 2 tires. They got so few laps since their last pit stop. If you took 4 tires on your last pit stop, I don't see any reason to take tires this time.
Yep, here comes Daniel. He's going to come down, and it looks like he snookered them. That left a lot of them out there. That was a last-second decision because, oh boy, that left a lot of them guys. Even his teammate there, Doyle Lowrance, stayed out. Last-second decision. There's quite a few of them on pit road. Who are we going to talk to next, KR? I'll let you pick somebody.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
I always pick the ones that don't have a mic or their mic's muted or...
Let's get DJ Mirando, our race leader, up here.
All right.
I got him. DJ, this is KR and Rudy up in the broadcast booth. That 27 machine is out front. Besides that, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Oh, man, glad to hear that. All right, the 27 machine, as I said, out front. How's that car feeling, and what is it taking right now to lead this race?
Oh, it's taking a ton of patience. I've been around top 5 about all night, and I could see that clean air, and just trying to stay patient and keep the fenders on this thing until the end to have a shot.
What, as a team member for Apocalyptic Motorsports, what has been going on between teammates all race long?
Apocalyptic, we really pride ourselves on really being strong teammates. We're constantly talking and swapping strategies and really working well together. Unfortunately, it looked like Eddie Morris, he might have lost connection or something, and a couple other guys might have had a little bit of damage here and there, but I would never count any of these guys out, and anytime we show up, I'm pretty confident that one of us is going to end up in victory lane, but just glad to be a part of this race tonight for an amazing cause. Gotta thank Cameron Coulby for, putting this all together, and whoever else was involved, you guys for broadcasting. like I said, I'm more than happy to be in this race for the cause. And like always, I'm repping the pink for breast cancer awareness. It's something that's really big to me, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh man, well, that 27 machine looking pretty in pink right there. So got two causes going on tonight, doing double duty there.
Yes, sir. I'm always repping the pink. I just want to say a word. My Aunt Kelly passed away a couple weeks ago from the breast cancer awareness, and from breast cancer, and that's part of the reason I'm still repping it. So like I said, just thanks for having me on, guys.
All right, well, good luck to you, and hopefully that 27 will be in victory lane, and man, we look forward to talking to you if so.
Yes, sir. I hope to talk to you guys at victory lane. Hope you enjoy the end of this.
It's gonna be a great race. That is DJ Mirando in the 27 machine, as he mentioned, sporting the pink for breast cancer awareness. And right now, a lot of drivers are aware of him as he's the leader.
Yes, sir. Doyle Lowrance staying out. Now, we've seen Daniel Falkingham pitted. He took the hit right there, though. He's going to be restarting back in 14th. But a lot of guys behind him also pitted. So those guys pretty much solidified their options there on fuel. Now, with the cautions, these guys could be playing the cautions right here. If the cautions keep falling, then these guys up front made the right choices by staying out, because they're going to be able to make it on fuel. They're going to be just that close, you know.
Going to be close for. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes.
Yeah, probably about one more caution. If they have one more caution here, then they'll be able to make it. I think it'll be close. You know, we may hear some guys maybe. I don't know. I'd like to see it come down to a fuel mileage race. That would be really awesome.
Bobby Johnson sitting in third spot. He has moved up from his starting position of 31st place. Jacob Sayers in fourth, who started 23rd. And Michael Sheridan, who started 36th. Right now, he is sitting in 5th place. So we've had some big movers here tonight.
Oh, yeah. The guys from the back are now in the front. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. We still got 30 drivers left in the race after starting actually with only 37 because of Tyler McWhirter having connection problems, couldn't connect right. But so 37 drivers, and we still got 30. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good odds. We've had, let's see, how many cautions have we had tonight? 4 cautions for 15 laps. That's pretty good racing. We'll get them going here, KR. Let's get them going one more time. You're going to be restarting on lap 65, so it'll be 36 to go when they get the green.
Your race leader is the 27 of DJ Mirando. On his outside will be Doyle Lowrance. They're going to wait patiently for this pace car to peel off, and then that's when the patience ends. And here we go. Green flag is out. We're back underway in the Toys for Tots 250. And the 15 machine of Bobby Johnson is going to follow DJ Mirando, and he is going to move into second place, and the 23 of Doyle Lowrance is going to get hung out to dry.
Yes, he is. Nobody wanted to stay out there with him. That's a shame because Doyle's a good racer. I know he's really good in the dirt cars. Oh, wow. He is amazing in the dirt cars. There we go. He's got a little help out there now. Steven Hertzberg is going to jump up there and help him.
Hertzberg going to tuck in behind the 23, but 2 cars going to have to hang tough and tighten up here as that inside lane has a lot of drivers there, but they're not formed up any better than the outside lane. So this is going to get interesting here real quick. Not only that, but the drivers are starting to feel the crunch of this race winding down.
And Edward Morris just coming off pit road. He is several laps down, like 6 laps down, so he got lapped again. Michael Brown, which we were concerned that Michael might not be here at the end, and here he is, started 30th, running in 7th. Good job, good comeback. He was involved in an accident earlier, and I didn't think he was going to be back up here, but there he is. Matthew Stewart. Gregory Sager. Now there's another one from 32nd to 10th. A lot of guys from the back. He's had an
eventful race as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, sir. All the guys from the back are now coming up to the front. Falkingham on the outside, they're 12th place. He's trying to find somebody to get him back up there to the front so he can work with his buddy Doyle. And Doyle, I'll tell you what, he had second there for a second, but Bobby Johnson come back on the inside and retook that position from him.
Yeah, Bobby Johnson right now on the back bumper of the 27 machine, pushing really well, given the space as they go off into the corner and then doing what he can to close the gap down the straightaway.
Yeah. Herzberg trying to stay with Doyle. Bobby Johnson, a little wiggle out of him. And they're going to go 3 wide up there. Herzberg took a look to the outside. Oh my gosh, almost went 3 wide. My heart almost come up in my mouth, I think. Woo! Michael
16
Brown.
machine of Michael Doyle getting up to speed as he has just made a stop or gotten back off of pit road. So he has lost the draft here. That was not timed well for him, but he's back out on track.
Yes, sir. He'll fall back here with the number 2 of Jared Hagedorn. Hagedorn last one on the lead lap right now. So he needs a drafting partner. Eric Lay coming up with them. So if the 3 of them can get hooked up together, the 3 of them will be pretty quick.
I do want to point out, it was mentioned in the interview with DJ, Ed Morris did drop connection. He is reconnected. He is back out there. And right now, he is 6 laps down, running in 31st spot. He is the last car that is out on track. Everyone behind him has decided to pack it up and head home.
Yeah, and that's a shame. You know, these guys look forward to this all week. You pay to get in, or well, you make a donation, not pay. You make a donation to get in the race, and it's for a good cause. And they've worked all week, practiced, and talked about it, and had friends and family tune in to watch tonight. So we got a lot of viewers in chat here watching. And then for something like that to happen to you, kind of wreck your night. So that's terrible. I hate that for guys like that.
Yeah, and that's racing. Racing is a cruel, cruel mistress sometimes.
It is. Wayne White, 16th place for Wayne White. Coming from 28th to 17th. Boy, Pennington on his outside there. Boy, somebody just blinked out. Wow, they were like there and then gone. Oh, there's a yellow flag. That was Anthony Kieswetter. I thought I seen something happen there. Let's go back and take a look. It was like his car just, like, I don't know, made a right turn or something. It could have been a bumper hook or something. I'm not really sure. See down the backstretch here, he seems to be okay. He's racing alongside Jerry Glenn. I'm not sure if them two made contact or... Oh, they did, right there, yes. It looked like Anthony might have caught that yellow line a little bit and come right up into Jerry Glenn. And, oh, man, well, I'll tell you what, he ghosted through Jerry Glenn pretty good there, so that probably saved a lot of damage on Jerry's car, but not so much on Anthony's car, and he quickly towed to pit road. So
yeah, that car, it does not look too good. It's lost some body panels. It's got a lot of damage to it, so... Fast repair needed for that thing.
We'll see him back out on the track. I have a good feeling about that. He'll be back out. He may be a lap down, but he'll be back out. All right, so Dylan Mirando, still the leader. Well, I think it's time for somebody else to talk to here, because I don't think we're going to see anybody come to pit road. That's pretty much a given. Doyle Lowrance, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's up, Rudy?
Hey, Doyle. Good to see you out there tonight and enjoying yourself a little bit. And it is for a good cause, so we're glad that you could come and support the cause here for the kids tonight, Toys for Tots. But you lost your teammate there, Daniel Falkingham. you guys were teamed up and just, man, you were just unbeatable out there in the front.
Yeah, and he decided at the last minute to pit, and I didn't want to get stuck in the back and get wrecked out, so I took the chance and stayed out. I tried to tell him to stay out, but he didn't catch it in time, so now we're split up.
Well, the cautions are falling to where you'll be able to make it on fuel, I do believe now with this caution. It's going to be really close probably, huh?
It's going to be very close. I'm clutching at every chance I get, so I'm trying to save as much fuel as I can to get to the end.
Well, I kind of figured there was going to be some guys that were going to be right on the edge of it, you know, making it. But if you have one more caution, that will definitely solidify it that you can make it. So, but man, the racing's been pretty intense up in the front, hasn't it?
It's been pretty exciting. Let me tell you, I just wish my teammate didn't pit then, because we were working together pretty good. So, oh well, it is what it is. We'll just try to make it work and be there at the end and get a win. But, you know, we're here for fun. This is for a great cause, Toys for Tots. So, you know, if I don't win, so be it. If I do win, that's just a plus to me. I'm here for fun. All these guys are here for fun. We're here for a great cause, and we appreciate you guys broadcasting. We appreciate you, Rudy.
Very well, very well. All right. Well, thank you very much, Doyle. Well, I'll tell you what, just kind of think about something out here now. These guys, everybody wants that top spot. You're not in the top spot, okay? But I did want to say, you know, you've got to get yourself up there for that. But you know what? It is so different to see you in a cup car versus a dirt car.
Well, it's a big difference, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing you in the dirt cars, you know, but it's good to see you out here and enjoying yourself. So good luck out there for the rest of the race. Doyle, looks like you're going to be restarting on the outside of the front row.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right. All right.
You know,
very
talking to Doyle, I was looking at his car, and man, I really enjoy that paint scheme he has on that ZL1 Camaro.
Well, I'll tell you what, he does an amazing job painting. Raven Graphics Designs, I'll tell you what, he does an amazing job. He's painted a lot of cars. I've seen a lot of them that he's done, and yeah, that is a beautiful looking car. He paints them himself. Yes, sir.
A lot of talent floating around in iRacing, and not just with what you see on the track as far as drivers, but we got several talented painters. Coulby himself has laid out some beautiful cars as well.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I don't know if you've seen some of them paints that he's got. Golly, man.
Yeah.
It takes more talent. It takes a lot of well, I know it takes a lot of patience, but it takes a lot of artistic value in your brain to think up them things like that, you know? I just don't have that kind of stuff. I'm not artistic.
That's why we sit. That's why we're up here in the broadcast booth and not in the paint booth.
True. That is true. Well, a lot of guys joining these guys up in the front here now. Matthew Stewart, Brent Elmore, Michael Brown's back up here. Falkyham's up to 7th. Mark Dingman, 8th place. Gregory Sager in 9th. And Stephen McMillan now back into the top 10. Well, it looks like the lights are out.
Yep, lights have gone out on the pace car. This field getting ready to rock and roll one more time. Very possibly could be the last time. It also could be the beginning of the hurricane, where we're going to see guys start to try and, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of drivers were being patient, not sticking their nose where they shouldn't. Now we might see drivers stick their nose where they shouldn't in the hopes that they can force somebody offline or out of their way.
Right. That is true. That is true. Well, Bobby Johnson, these guys up in the front here, some of them on the edge of fuel mileage. We're not sure if they're going to make it. Doyle says it's going to be real close. They could really use one more caution to kind of guarantee that they could make it the rest of the way. But some of the guys in the back have made their final pit stop. I would say about probably the front 5 or 6 did not pit on that. And they may be close on fuel. We might see somebody run out of fuel.
Very, very possibly could. We've only had 5 cautions out here tonight, so it's been a great race. Been a fun time hanging with you, Rudy. I mean, this race isn't over yet. Still getting exciting is now that 15 machine on the inside of our restart here, and Doyle Lowrance on the outside.
All right, here we go. Green, green, green. Back underway here at Daytona. Well, I didn't look, KR. Oh, we got a caution back there, and it looks like Ed Hewitt on his lead. Oh, my gosh. There goes the reset. Let's go back and see what happened here. Could have been asleep at the wheel on that restart or something. I'm not really sure. Let's see what happens here. Go right up close up as they come around here to get the green flag. And it was almost like either somebody did not go or they checked up, or I'm not really sure. It looks like he was getting ready to hit the loud pedal here. Yet somebody did not go. Oh, coming up behind him. The number 1. Oh, they get together. That was Steven Herzberg. And that's going to put Ed Hewitt and him both right into the outside wall. So that nice, beautiful MaxSpeedTV car is tore up from the floor up, KR.
It's now beautiful in its own way.
Man, maybe in the junkyard.
Modern, in a modern art kind of way.
I guess maybe you might be seeing it in a different way than I'm seeing it, buddy.
Beauty is always in the eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm.
And that car is, well, it's missing some of its original beauty. Now it's just beauty in a different way.
Well, now this changes up everything, because now we got guys that were on the edge of not making it on fuel. Now they can make it. You heard Doyle talking earlier. He was going to be really close on fuel. Now he doesn't have to worry about it, because they can coast around here in fourth gear, and be able to make it the rest of the way. How many of those beverages have you had tonight, KR?
2.
Just 2?
Just 2 at a time.
In teensy weensy glasses.
2 at a time. Yeah. Double fisted. Cool. That's why God gave me 2 hands.
That's right. Double fisted. Well, I'm kind of curious now to see, you know, I don't think, I'm thinking we're too far from the end to say that we've seen the last caution. I think, you know, now that the guys are done, they don't have to worry about saving fuel. You know, you heard Doyle say he was clutching at every chance he got, and he doesn't have to do that anymore. Now I'm kind of wondering what these guys are going to plan on for the rest of the race. But I was going to say, let's see if we can maybe get one more guy in the booth here with us. How about Jacob Sayers? He's running in 3rd place. You want to talk to him?
That Jacob Sayers?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could.
Okay, well, here, I'll drag him up. Oh.
Jacob Sayers, Rudy would like to give an interview to you.
Absolutely.
Jacob, how's your race going?
Oh, it's pretty good. How you doing up there?
Hey, we're doing well. You know, KR's keeping me pretty hyped up here, but he's drinking some beverages there that we won't talk about. But anyhow, double-fisted too. And but you're running real well. Coming from 23rd, you got yourself inside the top 5 now. Do you have a teammate to work with?
I've worked with 15 the whole race. I race every Monday night with the 28, and I know I've got Mark Deeman back there. He's a good teammate of mine as well.
Ooh, wow, man. You just got them all around you to work with here tonight. Well, you think you might have the winning car?
We'll only tell.
That remains to be seen, huh?
Yep.
Well, this is, I think, what is this? The 6th caution? That was kind of a quick one there. Yeah, this is caution number 6. I mean, it was actually pretty good racing there at the beginning of the race. We went, well, a couple cautions there to get going early, but now that we've had a couple green flag runs, what do you think of how the race is shaping up here and for the cause?
Well, I think the race is being great, actually. I mean, racing for a good cause. I mean, I got some good sponsors on my car. I can't say thank you enough to those guys. Mark Dingman from Sim Graphics. If I give a shout out to my sponsor on Monday nights, Brian from Exclusive RC. If you can, guys, go to his Facebook page and give him a like. It'd be a big help to me and him. But I mean, race is going great. We're having fun. It's all for a good cause. I could wreck and still be happy.
Well, that's good. That's what we like to hear. We don't want people getting upset about this. You got to think about what this race was for tonight, and Toys for Tots is probably one of the best things that I could think of to put it out there for. I mean, there's a lot of racing for cause things out there, and this is a really good cause. So, well, enjoy the rest of the race, Jacob. Wish you the best. Good luck. Maybe you'll pull out a win here tonight and get that trophy.
All right, yeah. I give my boys from the OP Racing League and JSI good shout out. Thank you guys for teaching me all I know about super speedway racing.
Hey, there you go. Good deal. All right. Good luck.
All right, thank you, sir.
Well, we're still under caution here, and I'm getting poked from where is he? Where is he? Bobby Johnson. Bobby Johnson, you got a copy, Bobby?
Oh.
Bobby.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Golly. I wish I never had to hear that voice again.
Now, let's keep the cuss words to a minimum here. This is for race. This is for a cause, Bobby. So tell me about the racing and how hard it's been for you to get from 31st to the lead.
First of all, I'm a good Christian boy and I don't cuss. Second of all, it wasn't that difficult to get up here. Basically, I just had to avoid a couple of the wrecks and work my way up.
Well, I'll tell you what, you've done a great job, and nice looking car there. I love that car, man. Beautiful paint job on that. Who painted that?
Eric Holly did.
Nice.
On, your other league that you broadcast.
Yep, very nice, man. I love that. That is a really awesome looking paint job. Gibson guitars, and man, that's a good guitar right there. Well, now what do you got to do to bring home the win here? Because you got some fast guys up here with you.
Basically stay in first and not let nobody pass me.
Oh, that's definitely a given right there. All right, well, we'll let you go, Bobby. Good luck out there for the rest of the race.
Yeah, it's not going to be too bad, Rudy. Basically just hold my line and stay out of trouble for another 20 laps.
Roger that. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Bobby. Was that beer cans I heard in the background?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Or I mean, not beer cans, beverage cans.
I don't know. I have no clue what you're talking about, sir. But we are at Daytona, which is a good place to be for drinking adult sodas.
Well, we're just about ready to get them going again here. We're going to be 20 to go when we get the greens, so I'm going to let you get them going one more time here, KR. Maybe you'll bring them some good luck here. We'll see this thing stay green for the rest of the way and see some really good battles.
Bobby Johnson, Doyle Lowrance on the front row. Row number 2 for this restart will be the 39 of Jacob Sayers and the 79 of Matthew Stewart. That will be your first 2 rows. And then row number 3 for this restart will be the 28 of Brent Elmore and the 10 of Daniel Falkingham. Daniel Falkingham has led the most laps here so far tonight at 30 laps led, but Doyle Lowrance with 26 led. He is looking to maybe take that top spot. He only needs 5 more laps to do it, and he's got 20 laps to achieve that. So we'll see if he can pull it off. So here we go. Pace car getting ready to get out of the way. Bobby Johnson in the 15, waiting for the drop of the green flag. There it is, and here we go. Once again, this restart back underway. Green the flag out, and Bobby Johnson is going to clear the 23 easily. Here comes Jacob Sayers in the 39. He is tucked to that back bumper of Johnson, and Sayers would like to clear the 23 as well, and he does, as Lowrance is going to tuck into that inside line. Now the front car on the outside lane, that is the 79 of Matthew Stewart, and just as I say that, up comes Lowrance to be the lead car in the outer lane with a good run down the backstretch.
I'll tell you what, that was pretty close right there. He almost took the front end of Matthew Stewart's car right off. That was just that close. That was pretty wild. Falkingham drops it into the bottom row here. He trying to get some draft here, working with Michael Brown. We might see him dive back to the outside, but Gregory Sayer, this is the guy we've been watching tonight, coming from 32nd in the field, folks, all the way to the 9th place. Man, some of these back guys have saved their cars and got themselves into the front here, inside 19 to go, KR.
Oh, we got one looking below the yellow line. That was the 38 machine of Michael Brown. Don't know if he had help to do that, but everything's sorted out. No caution, no car spinning. Hopefully this thing does go all the way to the end, as a lot of these drivers have really worked all race long to put themselves in position to win this thing, and they don't want to see a caution come out and spoil all their plans.
Wow, Doyle Lowrance just went to the bottom in front of Bobby Johnson, taking over that position. He has got the lead now. Bobby Johnson loses it, goes back to the second place on the low side. On the high side, Matthew Stewart trying to get a push from Daniel Falkingham. Can he do it? This is where it gets really nail-biting for these guys. I'm telling you, these guys this is what they have worked so hard for. Falkingham taking a chance to come to pit road and topping off his fuel tank. These guys up in the front did not. His teammate Doyle told him, don't do it, but he did it at the last second. He dove on pit road and topped off that tank, but he's worked himself back up into the 5th place.
Side by side, down into the corner they go. We got 6 cars, now make it 5 cars as Daniel makes a slicing move to the inside lane. So 5 cars in that outer lane trying to form up and make, oh, we got contact.
Oh.
The 38's going up and over.
Michael Brown, man, he is still flip-flopping around on his roof. Holy smokes, he's almost in that like constant pirouetting thing we used to see in the Indy cars. Let's go see what happened. Remember that when we used to see that in the Indy cars?
Oh, it still happens.
Does it? I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't watched an Indy car race in so long. That's unbelievable.
It still happens.
Well, let's see what happens here. Michael Brown down on the bottom. Now, Falkingham comes to the bottom. Everything's good there. Down the back stretch a little. Oh, he gets side swiped there. Let me go back here just a little bit. Somebody come down the hill into the side of him. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me. That was the number, what is that, 87? Yeah, Michael McMillan. Looks like he just like come right down the hill after Michael Brown and collected him. And a lot of guys behind them are going to get caught up into this mess. Yep. The number 54 there, which we thought was going to be really running well tonight, Randy Post. He actually kind of slid through on. He got a piece of it, but he's going to. I think he'll be all right. Man, terrible accident right there.
Several cars involved in that, but I'll tell you what. You really get a good showcase here as we saw this replay. That 38 machine, iRacing released a new damage model on these cars, and it's pretty cool seeing how some of this stuff is coming apart on these cars now.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. It is. I can't wait to see what the future is going to hold in that aspect. So, but man, definitely out of it. So he's gonna try to get back up here. Hopefully he's got a reset left as he comes to pit road.
The good news is that spinning car did land on all 4 tires, so he doesn't have that agonizing 4-minute tow back to your pit stall. And fast repair used. He's putting tires on. He's getting back out there.
All right, well, Jim Ott taking his car behind the wall, Steven Herzberg, Eric Lee, and Anthony Kieswater still sitting on pit road. So a lot of guys out of the race. Right now we've got, let's see, it looks to me like we're going to have about 23 cars on the lead lap, I do believe, somewhere along in there.
I currently show 25 on the lead lap.
Okay. 25.
We do have 30 cars still in the race, as far as I can tell. Nobody I know of is out of the race from this most recent caution. But I could have some wrong information.
Well, Jim Ott
Ott did go behind the wall. Yeah. Yep. So make that 29 cars still in this race. And we started with 37, so attrition has taken its toll on some of these guys. We got 15 laps to go. It's going to be a good finish here.
And that was caution number 7. Well, the cautions are mounting up now. And we don't care about the cautions. You know, it's for the cause is what they care about. We didn't care if they had 20 cautions. Well, maybe 20. But
at 20 would be a long night, especially at Daytona for a 100-lap race. But as you said, it's for a good cause. You know, Toys for Tots 250 here. The Toys for Tots is it's one of the more unique charities.
Sure.
It's really a cool idea, and the Marines are involved in it. And just, I'll tell you what, you see a Marine and he says, "Give me a toy." I said, "Okay."
Yes, sir.
Don't hurt me.
Don't hurt me.
Here's your toy.
Well, Ed Moore's back out on the track. He can make up a, let's see, he can make up a couple of positions here, or another position, excuse me. He'll take Jim Ott's position in 3 more laps, so he's got plenty of time to do that in. Michael Doyle goes 3 laps down. Stephen McMillan's still sitting on pit road. So that kind of makes Ed Hewitt the last one on the lead lap. So I'm not sure, he might be out of resets. Well, fuel, tires out of the equation. They don't need any of either. So now it's just saving the fenders on the car to make that thing go fast.
Yeah, the right foot down policy is involved right now.
Or hit the loud pedal.
Don't hit the wall.
Yeah. Loud pedal, but not the wall.
Yeah.
Well, Doyle does take over the most laps led so far with 32 as we get ready to go back green here in what could be, I say could be, the final restart here. We got 12 to go at the line, folks. 12 laps to go.
Field formed up very nicely here as they are working their way down the backstretch.
You know,
I do want to point out some of these guys who made pit stops all the way back in the 17th. The first car that made a pit stop would be Randy Post and Jerry Glenn. They are sitting in 17th and 18th place. So we'll see if those tires that they might have taken have any advantage here. I really don't think it's going to do a whole lot, but they have made their pit stop, so it'd be interesting to watch the 54, the 98, see if they can come through the field here.
All right, pace car heading into pit road, and there's the green. We're back underway. Green, green, green. And boy, what a pull away by Doyle, and this kind of shuffles things out a little bit. And I don't know what was going on with Jacob Sayers, but he was definitely sleeping at the wheel right there. And
Bobby Johnson on the outside here.
Yeah,
the 10. Oh, he's going to let him in, though.
Yep, he lets him in. I think Daniel really wants to get up there with Doyle, but Bobby's trying to make sure that that's not going to happen, because that would be the lethal combination with them two actually getting out front, and it would be very difficult to find a couple of guys to work with to get by them. So, but you know something I was going to say that I have not seen here tonight? We haven't seen much 3 wide.
No, we've seen it briefly a few times when maybe a lap car was involved.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen a whole lot of 3 wide to make a pass. But I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of it here in the next 10 laps.
Here we go. The DJ Gates just took a look to the inside there, and he, oh man, he dove it down to the bottom right in front of Brent Elmore. Wow, 79 there. Matt Stewart all over the place in that car. He'd had a big washout right there on the exit of turn 2. Doyle, Jacob Sayers now up to the front. Balkingham gave us a bird's eye view there a little while ago of the race, and we're going to give you another one here just to see what Daniel's going through in the cockpit right now. Oh, wrong guy. There we go, riding along with him right behind Bobby Johnson. And boy, I'll tell you, just barely edging on that apron yellow line. You do not want to do that too awful much.
Mark Dingman in the 32 was right along the wall on the outside through that corner, and the 27 of DJ Mirando allowed him to come back down in front of him. And that was going to be a very intense moment, but however, it worked out. And both drivers kept their cars straight, and we are still green flag with 9 laps to go.
Mirando sitting in 7th. Got a little bit of a breakaway there all the way back. Brent Elmore kind of almost in that window of losing the draft.
Ooh, the 79 and 37 making. And there's the 27 is going to turn to 39. That, just a slight check up there, and CJ Gates
is it
going
good
for
caution? There it is. I was going to say, I wondered when that caution was going to come out. Let's go check this out, folks. That was pretty wild. Pretty wild. Riding along here with CJ Gates. He comes up. Oh, there's the contact. He tries to go to the inside. The 79 cuts him off. Matthew Stewart. And there, he is sawing on that bumper, trying to hook Matthew or something here. Not really sure. But actually, CJ's the one that gets hooked from behind. Right there it is. And he gets hooked by Dylan Mirando. And it looked like CJ had it saved there for a minute. But he slides it up onto the track right here, and I'm surprised it did not bring the caution out right there, but it did not. Cars go by. Everybody seemed to make it by pretty good. Now, there was one that did catch the edge of him here, right there, and that was, let me see if I can go back here, that is the number 7 of Edward Morris. He just barely caught the edge of that car, just ever so slightly. So he gets it back going. And really, not much damage on CJ's car. Just now he's got a lot of ground to make up.
And not a whole lot of time to do it. I think when we go back green flag racing, we'll have either 3 or 4 laps to the finish of this thing. So I'm not really sure when they caught up to the pace car, when it's all going to start shaking down. But we should have about 3 or 4 laps of green flag racing left in this thing.
Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it very much. Make sure you check out in the description there under the video of the link to make a donation to Toys for Tots. A very good cause. Please do that. That would mean a lot to us here. I would really like to hear maybe if we could get up over $1,000 donated. We were at $734 just before the race, and I don't know if any donations have been made, but if they have, great, thank you. And if you haven't, dig deep in them pockets, folks. Dig out their quarters and dimes and nickels and pennies and stuff and donate them. It's for a good cause. Make some little kid have a very good Christmas this year. So thank you.
Rudy, I do want to point out one of our moderators, Skittles. She donated to our YouTube page,
right?
Because she couldn't find the link that is provided down below in the description. So we need to make sure that that donation gets set to the right place.
Okay, I will make sure. You remind me after the race is over, KR, and I will make sure that Cameron Coulby gets that money. I don't know how much she donated, but we'll find out. It's easy to find out.
Yep. So, yeah, just want to point that out. So, but yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us. I hope everyone not only is enjoying the show, but is understanding of what tonight's race is for. Getting close to being Christmas. Toys for Tots. This is the Toys for Tots 250. A charity race. Every single driver had to make a donation to Toys for Tots to join this race. And we had a full field. 43 donations were made, not 43 drivers starting tonight, but 43 donations were made in specifically of this race before it even happened. $734 raised before the race even started. So it has been a good haul here, and it just shows the heart and soul of the iRacing community. What a great group of drivers. What a great place to be, to come and hang out on a Saturday night.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. Well, we've come down to this far. It was a 100-lap race. We've come down to, we're going to be getting 5 to go next time by, so I think you were right on that, that we're going to have a 4-lap shootout here. Now, it's whether we can keep it green, because if a caution comes out after that, the race will be over, because they will throw the yellow flag, and that'll be it. So, and we still got 26 cars on the lead, or on the track right now. Yeah, one's still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, in my grid walk earlier before the race started, the common theme was stay out of trouble and be there at the end. And right now, 2 of the drivers who have done that very well, that's Doyle Lawrence in the 23 and the 15 of Bobby Johnson, and they're at front.
I know it. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's going to be a battle right to the bitter end. I hope it's a photo finish at the end. That would be so amazing. What better way to have a Toys for Tots race than to have a photo finish at the end, okay, R?
Oh, man, if we get a photo finish like where we don't even know who won until we get like confirmation through either iRacing timing and scoring or race admins, whew, that's going to be a heck of a show.
Yes, sir. I can't wait. I hope it is, man. Well, again, I paid for the whole seat, and I'm sitting on the edge of it, KR.
You better go get a refund.
I know it. Wonder if they'll give me about 90% of my money back, because I'm only sitting on about 10% of the seat.
Yeah, wear and tear on 10% is a lot better than on 100%.
True. All right, you want to get them going one last time?
One last time. Here we go. Final restart of the Toys for Tots 250. Doyle Lawrence in the 23 on the bottom. Bobby Johnson in the 15 on his outside, making up row number 1. Row 2 for this restart is going to be the 10 of Daniel Falkingham and the 39 of Jacob Sayers. How well are these second row drivers going to push the front row? Bobby Johnson laying back a little bit, trying to anticipate Jacob Sayers, punting him a little, saying, let's get rolling. And here we go. Green flag is out. And Lawrence in the 23 is going to take that inside line for a good run as they head down into turn 1. Contact between the 15 and 79. 3 wide in about the 7th or 8th spot. And as the 44 is going way up high, Bobby Johnson, big loser on that restart. Looks like he's going to lose some more ground here.
And I'll tell you what, there's still 3 wide back there. They ain't got it sorted out yet in the back of the field. Everybody's trying to get one last position. But you know what? It's come down to this right here, KR, that I was feared the most, and I think most of the drivers out here feared, was getting Doyle Lowrance and Daniel Falkingham back together. And there they are, the dynamic duo putting on a show for you. Matthew Stewart in 3rd, Dylan Mirando in 4th, and man, they are powering it down. 3 to go.
3 laps to go. Our 2 drivers who have led the most laps tonight sitting 1st and 2nd place. This race has been dominated by these 2 drivers, and here they are once again showing that, hey, if you want to win this thing, you got to get past us. And Matthew Stewart in the 79 saying, okay, challenge accepted. He's sitting in 3rd place, waiting to make his move, and the 27 of DJ Mirando right behind him. I think the 27 will follow him if that 79 makes a move.
And you know what's going to happen, but they're probably going to wait till the next lap to make that move, because you don't want to make that move too awful soon, because they will go right back around you. Or if you get side by side, it could make a dangerous situation, make it 3 wide or anything like that. So I would say this next lap right here, we're going to see something happen probably on the backstretch when they come out of turn 2 here. I don't know. It's moved now.
Ooh.
And
almost
the
outside, and
yes.
DJ is saying, no, sir, I'm not going with you. I just get you out. So put DJ Mirando into 3rd. The 79 of Matthew Stewart got left out, hung to dry. He is able to tuck into the inside line, but score him in 5th place.
And here we go, Dylan Mirando and Jacob Sayers. Are they going to work?
In the back, car spinning.
That could be it. It could be it. He's coming back up onto the track.
Bobby Johnson's involved.
But it's the last lap, and then no caution will be thrown. It's going to be over here, folks. Who's going to be back to the line first?
Back up front we go. The 10 machine still in 2nd, right behind Doyle Lowrance, Daniel Falkingham. 1st and 2nd. Getting too excited for my own tongue.
I know it. And Daniel doing a little blocking there on the 27. This will be it right here. Daniel's going to pull out. Is he going to make it past Doyle? It's a drag race to the finish line.
Here he comes.
And Daniel Falkingham's going to win it. Falkingham, didn't he win it?
I think Falkingham is going to win it. He has iRacing scoring updated. Daniel Falkingham, your race winner. Doyle Lawrence going to finish in 2nd, and 3rd place going to DJ Mirando.
Let's go back and watch this finish, folks. This is crazy good right here. You see Daniel Falkingham. He's coming off of the corner here in just a minute. He's going into 3. He'll come off of 4 and make that move to the outside, as every super speedway racer knows you do. On the last lap, you make the move off of turn 4 and coming to the line. He's going to beat Doyle Lowrance, his teammate, by mere inches right there, folks. I mean mere inches. I keep trying to find it here. Hold on a minute, folks. I'm trying to find it. Okay, let's see if we can get a better look at this. We'll look from Doyle's car here. You can see the difference right there between Daniel Falkingham winning it and Doyle Lowrance. There is your photo finish, folks, right there. About 3/4 of a car length. Wow, amazing stuff. And Dylan Mirando 3rd. So, well, let's get these guys down here. We'll talk to them in just a minute, so don't go anywhere, folks. All right, we caught up with third place, Dylan Miranda. Dylan, congratulations on your third place. Man, it looked like kind of, man, everybody was trying to pull out and you didn't know who to go with. The outside line seemed like the place to be. You pulled out the last minute, followed our winner, Daniel Falkingham, up through there. Tell us about them last couple of laps after you guys got the green.
Oh, man. White knuckles. That's if I had to put it into two words, that would be it, man. I think we had about, I don't know, 30 to go, and I was really close on fuel, and I was out in the lead, and I'm like, man, I don't want to be leading this thing and run out of fuel and lose it that way. So I came in, got fuel, and had to fight my way back up there, and I was in 7th on that last restart. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna give it all I got, but I don't think I got a shot at this thing. Next thing you know, like 2 laps to go, I'm third place or whatever, and I'm like, man, I got a real shot at this, and I just needed some more people to step out. It seemed like every time somebody kind of made a move up there, and they got scared that they were gonna get left out, they moved back, and we were able to side draft on the outside and make the outside work all night, and it was just too little too late there at the end. And but like I said during the race, some guys were getting frustrated, and I said, man, no matter who wins this race, no matter how it happens, the real winner is going to be some kid that goes downstairs on Christmas morning or whatever holiday you celebrate, and they got something underneath the tree to open up. That's why we're doing it tonight. I had a blast. I got to thank everybody for putting it on. My sponsors, Anarchy Customs, RPM Shock Services, Henry Racing Engines. Just an absolute awesome night, and I hope we can do this for years to come.
I agree 100%, Dylan, and it was really glad. I'm really glad to see you having a part in this and put on a great show out there. And like you said, I mean, I give you 100% amen on that one, because this is for the kids. This is to put something under a tree. God, just gets me broke up, man. Something under a tree for some little kid that that needs something under the tree. And man, I'll tell you, people could just dig in their pockets and make a little donation. Man, it's sure going to put a smile on some little kid's face come Christmas morning. So thank you. And any other shout outs you want to give out? Anybody that might have been tuning in here to watch?
Like I told you guys earlier, my Aunt Kelly passed away, I don't know, about a month ago now, breast cancer. So I'm always repping the pink for her, my grandma. I want to thank Eddie Morris, Michael Thwaites, Eric Driggins, Jerry, all the guys at Apocalyptic that helped me a ton. Such an awesome team to be a part of. I'm sorry if I left anybody out. That's just who came to mind in the race. My sponsors, like I said, Anarchy Customs, and you guys for putting this on and broadcasting it so we can, spread, maybe get some more donations and, get the awareness out there, and Toys for Tots and, what they do for the kids. And I really hope that was a good race for everybody to watch. It was definitely an exciting finish from my point of view. And I don't know. I had a blast. And like I said, I hope we can do this for years to come.
I agree. All right. Well, congrats again on third place, Dylan, and well-deserved, because that was just one heck of a finish that you guys just put on. Excellent racing, my friend.
Yes, sir, and excellent job in the broadcast booth as well. And
thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for having me on.
All right, KR, you got second place?
I do. I have caught up with Doyle Lowrance in that 23 machine. Doyle, great race out there. You led 44 laps. In fact, you led the most laps here tonight. But the leader coming through 3 and 4, you knew something was going to happen. What's going through your mind? How are you preparing to do whatever it takes to win this thing?
Well, first off, my mentality coming into this was it wasn't about the drivers. It's about the kids. And Cameron is putting on a great thing here. This is a great cause, getting kids that for one reason or another can't afford, their parents can't afford toys for them. So this is about the kids. So this by far is the major point about this race.
Couldn't have said that better myself. In fact, that's why I didn't say it, and you did for me, so thank you for that. But I agree with you. However, The race was exciting all the way through. What, wow. I mean, I'm really lost here. I'm still wrapped up in this finish.
Well, I tell you what, I just enjoyed the race. I really didn't care if I won or not. Daniel and I worked together a lot of the race, and we got split up that last pit stop. He messaged me like at the last second, and I tried to tell him don't pit because I was afraid to get in the back and get wrecked out. I wanted to stay up front and try to keep the car clean, which I did. And I thought I was going to be short on fuel, but the yellows fell in my favor, and I was able to save fuel. So I was clutching it. Every caution came out, I was constantly clutching the car, saving fuel. And Daniel made an awesome pass on the outside. I would have done the same thing. So congrats to Daniel. Like I said, I'm here for fun. If I got to win, that's a plus. But the major point is, raising money for the kids. That's the point here.
So we did a great job at both. Not only was it a spectacular race, but we raised well over $700 here tonight. So awesome job. Before we let you go, any last shout outs, thank yous, anything you'd like to say before you move on to the rest of your night?
Yeah, I'd like to dedicate my finish to my dad. My dad, unfortunately, has been ill for a while and passed away on Thanksgiving Day. And so I did dedicate this finish to him.
All right, Doyle. Well, man, great job, great finish, and we appreciate you being out here and soldiering through. What a great job. Rudy, you've caught up with our race winner.
I did. That would be Daniel Falkingham. Daniel, you got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Rudy?
Well, you told me you were going to do it here tonight, and it wasn't that I didn't believe you. Please don't even think that for a second, because I know how good of a racer you guys are. But I'll tell you what, with seeing the power that was up there in the front 5 or 6 that were really keeping the pressure on you, man, I'll tell you what, it was just like beyond anything that I've ever seen that just all the talent that was up there and how you guys managed to keep your car so clean and save it to the end. But tell me about them last couple of laps, and I know you're a very patient driver, and you showed it here tonight. Tell me about the patience you showed on that last lap.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to deal with, definitely, because I knew I had a plan. If we made it all the way green and going down the backstretch on the last lap, I had a plan, and from looking at the people behind me, I know we had a good line, and I think it was a 27. It looked like I saw him moving around a lot the whole race. I knew he was going to be a really aggressive guy to go for the win. So I tried to make sure I kept him behind me because with this draft package, when someone's like right on your bumper, you get a huge push. And with the guy, sorry, I'm forgetting a lot of names here, but with the guy in front of me, with him having literally no one behind him, that allowed me to get that push. And that allowed me to time my run off of turn 4. Yep. And what helped me most as well as the 27 going with me as well, which gave me the extra shove. If he didn't go with me, that other guy was gonna win it. Doyle was gonna win it. So yeah. So big thanks to Dylan for going with me there through those last corners. And but yeah, like you said, patience. It was hard because I really just wanted to go for it, but I didn't want to let myself hang in too early. So I like to be a patient driver, but I'm always aggressive when it counts.
I know you wanted to win here tonight, but again, going back to what Doyle and also Daniel said there, it wasn't about the winning here tonight. It was about the kids, giving some little boy or girl a really nice Christmas tonight. So the donations have really mounted up, and I'm going to let Cameron have the floor here, and maybe he can fill us in on if there are any more donations came in. And Cameron, I think we have one here for you too from MaxSpeedTV, but we'll get with you on that after the race. But Cameron, I'm going to let you talk to Daniel.
Daniel, congratulations, buddy. I'm glad you got the win there tonight.
Thank you very much. Once again, I want to thank you for putting on this event, and thanks to Toys for Tots for doing this as well. I know how much this race meant to a lot of people, especially who entered the race, and a lot of people, to all the kids that may not have a great Christmas as we all get to. So felt good to be able to win a special charity race like this. It means a lot to me.
And Cameron, did you find out a total of any other donations came in after the race started, or?
I haven't been able to get on Facebook. As of Green Flag, it was $734. So I don't know if you got any donations during the live stream or not, but
we're hearing that we did. I have to go look. We'll have to check that out as soon as we get out of here. But I just wanted to let you know that I will look. But yeah. So, Cameron, thank you for asking MaxSpeedTV to do this. This is really cool, and I hope Dylan said it the best, that we hope we can continue to do this each and every year. It's for a great cause, and I know there's a lot of causes out there. We got Drive for Suicide Prevention, we've got mental health, we've got all kinds of community put on events here at MaxSpeedTV and on iRacing. But this one here really means this kind of takes my heart, because it's providing a Christmas for some little boy or some little girl out there that isn't going to have a Christmas, and that I know $700 doesn't sound like a lot, but if that could provide Christmas for 100 kids, that's 100 kids that are going to have a smile on their face when they go under the tree, Christmas Day. So it's just excellent, great cause.
Exactly. I want to thank you and KR for being there doing the broadcast for us, and I want to thank all the drivers for showing up and making it possible. Without all of us, it would have never happened. And $700 is $700 more than what they had without us doing it, so it's a plus.
That is a fact. All right, guys. Well, we're going to run down through the final results here. And Cameron, is there anything else you needed to add before we do that?
I don't think so, man. I think we've got it covered.
Okay, well, stick around. We'll close this out here in just a couple of minutes, and I'll get with you on that donation. Okay.
Hey, Rudy.
Hey,
Rudy. If I want to step in here for a minute, I also, before you do the result and stuff, I also do want to pay my respects to David Cater and the entire Cater family. He passed away recently. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I know how much he was passionate about iRacing and all the stuff that he did for iRacing. He was really good for iRacing. He's been an amazing. He was an amazing person. I remember watching him a lot on YouTube at iRace for Life, doing all of those segments with Ray Alfala, and he's definitely been a big help to so many people in the iRacing community. So I want to pay my respects to him and his family.
Okay, very good. Yeah, and that goes for MaxSpeedTV too. He will be sadly missed. All right. Okay, then let's run down through the results here. Daniel Folkingham coming home with the win, beating Doyle Lowrance to the line by about 3/4 of a car length. Dylan Mirando in third, Jacob Sayers fourth, Matthew Stewart finishes fifth, Mark Dingman in sixth, Wayne White coming from the back of the field to seventh, Brett Elmore in eighth place, Randy Post finishes ninth, Jared Hagedorn rounds out the top 10. Larry Langford 11th, Michael Sheridan 12th, Cameron Coulby 13th, Coy Pennington in 14th, Gregory Sager 15th, CJ Gates 16th, Ed Hewitt 17th, Michael Brown 18th, Bobby Johnson with a 19th place finish, and Eric Driggins in 20th. Can you get the rest of them, KR?
21st going to Roger Rios Matias, Jerry Glenn 22nd, 23rd will be Michael Thwaites, Matt Schaefer will be 24th. 25th will be Michael Doyle. 26th will be Ed Morris. Steve McMillan will be 27th. 28th going to Jim Ott. Steve Hersberg will finish in 29th. 30th going to Eric Lee. 31st will be Anthony Keyswater. Jonathan Mazzillo will be 32nd. Eric Green, 33rd. 34th going to Josh Stewart. Brian Antonio, 35th. 36th going to Paul Montague. And Ted Manning will be 37th. And Tyler McWhirter will be 38th due to him unable to take the green flag and bailing out with his internet issues.
All right. Well, again, thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you, KR, for helping out. And thank you, Cameron. It's been a great honor to be, broadcasting this race here tonight with such a great finish and for a great cause. So thank you. But until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.